And we are live. Welcome, everybody, to another live stream behind the scenes of the absolute clusterfuck that is my business. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. Um, let's craft something, or I don't fucking know. I got a lot to do. So, sorry, I'm trying to be organized. What are we doing today? Probably going to wrap something or price some things, or I don't know. Maybe silversmith something. It would be nice. I have had a lot of stuff going on in life where I've had to put my attention there. I'm refurbishing the entire living room area so that these streams are better quality, my videos are better quality, and to try and do something about the fact that it takes me 2 weeks to get a freaking package out. That's got to change. I appreciate all of the support that everyone has given me. On that note, we have a join button for memberships. We will be doing a giveaway I'll probably do 2 giveaways. I understand not everyone can afford a membership. I can't. But this will be a member-only giveaway. And then, of course, I like doing giveaways. So I'll probably pop one up where all you got to do if you win is pay shipping on whatever else I do. Maybe how about a sapphire jar for just anyone. But yeah, so keep your eyes open. There'll be a short video that'll pop up in the member section and just the regular channel. Leave a comment there when it does. And if you want a shot at the silver, this one, click that join button. Oh, what to do. Want to make a ring? Like, just a ring? No one's here anyway. I'm not just going to start making a ring. I need... Nope. Yeah, I'm going to make a ring for a little bit. Unless people want to see me weigh out a bunch of labradorite and price the labradorite, I'm gonna have a poll going, and should the poll take, like, the poll will probably control what I do for this during the stream. Do you want to see me do? Price out Labrador height for tomorrow. Smith a simple amethyst ring because it's still February, and that is February's birthstone. And third, wire wrap on Alex Custom. I do have an Alexandrite custom I'm working on. There we go. Here's that. Oh, upside down. My apologies. If I can get it to focus. Beautiful Alexandrites. They're not huge, so I'm going for a smaller pendant, and yeah. Thank you. Oh, you're kidding me. That's actually literally, I'm working on a custom of Alexandrite. I can source natural Alexandrite in several different qualities. I also in the vault, I have a couple of. Okay, I'll wrap on that wire or on that. In my vault, I have a pair, and I can see under the microscope. They have natural looking inclusions. They look natural. They're 50 points a piece. They have great color change, good cuts. They almost look like they came from JTV, and I've priced them on JTV. They're like $3,000 a piece there. Could absolutely do that. I would be happy. Hey, hold up. Rockin' Wheelers, did you notice that there's an Alexandrite mini pendant on my Etsy? And thank you. You're too kind. I also have in my collection some more of these, which are cat's eye. I don't know. The color change is really low. So I kind of call them chrysoberyl, but they do have a great cat's eye to them, and I've got several of those. Aha! I appreciate you stopping in. Would you like to see the Alexandrite mini pendant? I can pull it real quick just to show you. I don't mind doing that. I am very just relaxed with what I do in my streams. These are the next thing I got to figure out how to get into this piece. And I think I know how to do it. I also think that it's not going to be easy. But that's okay. I don't do this because it's easy. I do it because I really love it. Give me 1 second. I got you. Oh. Sorry, I'm a little slow because I've been trying to reorganize, and being crippled, that's the challenging thing to do. Okay. What's that? Not the right one. This is the one I'm looking for. What do you mean these are not the droids I'm looking for? Of course these are the droids I'm looking for. I don't know how it could be more obvious that these are the droids that I'm looking for. And since I'm already up, I will also grab. I didn't want to have to stand up, so that's why I didn't offer to snag the Alex out of the vault. But since I'm standing, I also have synthetic Alexandrite, which really is beautiful in its own right. And it doesn't wreck the freaking bank account either, which is really nice. Actually, synthetic Alexandrite, one of these synthetic ones I'm going to make into a pendant for myself. The big, or a ring. Possibly a ring. One of these days when I get some time. All right. Is that the Alexandrite mini pendant? Yes, it is. Hey, Ken. And thank you, whoever hit that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. All right. Come on now. Focus. Let me put it on a chain real quick for you. Just so you can kind of see what it looks like with a chain on. And I have a lot of styles and lengths of chain available that could throw in it. Will, I forgot to shoot you a message. I apologize. I'm going live. I want to say like in the 350. You know what? Let me just go look right now. I got you. Because honestly, with Etsy taking nearly 20%, I'd rather do it over PayPal. I will do it over Etsy if that's the only way, but I prefer not to. LEX. NDRITE. Xandrite. What? Fine, I will go through every one of my... Oh, I better take that down. Deactivate. What the fuck is going on here? That's weird. I'm not seeing it. I was asking 350, but I've got a 25% sale going. So I will just do the math on that real quick for you. Why do I barely have any listings? What the F? Ruby one's up. Inactive? I am going to have to go fix my Etsy. Something is not right. Wire all these down. Okay. The item says it was 450, but I'm going to say 350. F that. $350 and 25% discount if you're willing to go off Etsy. So that would be, yeah. Sorry, I missed a lot. Yep, I'd accept that. Yes. I got a chain on it, and then I set it down. It's been a day. I apologize. Hey, Iris. Now that I notice people are showing up, and I won't do this again for a while. We do have a membership setup going on now. If you click the join button, it will give you access to like a couple extra giveaways each year and help me a lot. So this is sterling silver with 14K gold wrapped into it. Now, you said you wanted to see some, smithing and amethyst ring is going to take over. Some loose stones. I have some more of the cat's eyes, and I've got those two big ones. I'd absolutely be willing to discuss one of the 50 pointers. I would like to keep one myself, but and these are the synthetics. They are true synthetic alexandrite. They're not the corundum that changes color. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Fuck Etsy. Yes. All right. Shoot me an email at. Let me grab the little board real quick so I can just. Oh God. Shoot me an email. Tyler59801 gmail.com. And it has been so long on that lab grown, I would actually need to do a little research. But I will happily. Oh God, Iris, I hope he's okay. How bad is it? Um, and hey, John, I will. Yeah, shoot me an email. I will work that out for you, and we'll figure something out. We are smithing an amethyst ring now. Oh, this could get fun. Let's see how long I'm smithing an amethyst ring for. I guess first I need a piece of amethyst, huh? I don't have my normal gems next to me. I just got the big boys. I don't want to use one of those though. Absolutely. Here, I gotta grab some amethyst. I'm gonna leave that right there for a moment. I I don't know that I can pin it, but I can. Boom. Oh, okay. Let's get an actual amethyst, but not like my highest grade amethyst. Oh, crap. Let's take some. I'm going round. Ooh, pretty. I took 3 pigs. Ken, I might have to chat with you about opal. I've got a couple on hand, but I'd be willing to talk. I've got a pretty good source, and he also fronts me like $2,000 worth of opal at a time, and is patient for like 6 months while I pay it back. He kind of has my loyalty with that, like because I can't afford to buy wholesale normally. Okay, we're still on simple amethyst ring, so we are going to start with a piece of amethyst. For simple, it's always better to go with larger I don't know why that is. I am going to use this checkerboard cut trillion. That is absolutely fine with me. That is also my PayPal, and my PayPal is in. If you shoot me the number that you had said plus about $17 for shipping, I will get it out as quickly as I can. Oh, are you talking rough opal? Because we might have to talk. I mean, I don't know if I c- I'm in a financial hard spot, but um, we might be able to work something out. Depending. I was. You can tell I'm under a lot of stress because I can't keep my mind on one thing for more than 20 seconds. Mentioning opals reminds me that I was looking at some of it earlier. Some of my vaulted ones that I hide because I don't want to sell them unless I get to make something with them first. Kind of how I am. I like making things a lot, and I just want to make all day, every day. So here's some Australian. Where are my? That can't be. I literally just had them earlier. Damn, I'm gonna have to focus. That's unfortunate. I'll have to show them off later tonight or tomorrow. I should start smithing something though. Turn on some gas, get my microscope out of the way. Do I need anything else like super important wise? Um, yes, water. And Ken, I would absolutely love to discuss with you because loose opals is something that I'm working toward getting into a little more of. So is cutting them. All right. I'm going to start out with two pieces of wire that I've already made because I don't want to make more wire. And a thick chunk of, I think that's like 10 gauge. Now, this is a little thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece off that I know will be long enough to go all the way around the amethyst just to be safe. And I am talking wheelers. I really, really appreciate it. I've got to get to know Mark. I think I know who you're talking. Does he have videos on polishing fire agate? Because that's something else I've been getting into. Um, get this. I'm not drinking a monster right now. If that doesn't say it all about my financial situation, I mean, I've got one to wake up to. So things are things are okay and all. All right, there we go. Watch it not be long enough. Should always remember to anneal. Oh, I've actually wanted to see Guam. I haven't. My dream is kind of to maybe check out and possibly even move to Thailand, but Guam is also like a really cool opportunity if I ever get it to check out. It's always fun. Drop water in and watch it like steam out. It'll be long enough. All right, here we are. Still on ring. He's. I've. That makes sense. By the way, Rockin' Wheelers, I wanna like be completely honest. I suck at shipping times. Just to let you know, it could take me a week to get the package actually out. My disability and just chaotic life right now has been challenging. With that said, I will do my best to get it out ASAP. Oh, I'm sure I would love Thailand. I've uh I've done a little bit of studying about it. Actually, I'm also kind of wanting to someday check out possibly Vietnam. I know that that might strike some people as odd, but I don't know. It just kind of sounds like a cool place to me. Alrighty. Oh, okay. So it is a slightly rounded trillion, which is kind of normal because trillions are that slightly curved versus. I've got quite a few. Actually, hey Will, you're here, right? Wait, what? I might lose the package entirely? When have I? Oh, that's not fair. I found that package, okay? It took me 4 hours, but I found that package. I, I was gonna say, like, you would probably attest to I may be slow, but I do get it there, usually on time, if there is a time frame, although that might affect shipping. I can do rush shipping. I just need you to pay for the Uber and the shipping. Okay, so I'm gonna mark where I think I need to make this cut, and what I'm doing here is being out of frame. Nice. Really? I would love to check out Vietnam one day. It looks like a very beautiful place. Plus, there's a particular scammer there who I need to pay a visit because he's been scamming a very good person that has done a lot for me for years now. And while I can't convince my friend that this dude is scamming him, Luis, I know where you live. It may be another country. Chris, I have a small piece of amethyst that you have in your box, right? Holy shit. Hi, Pro. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Wow. I appreciate all the thumbs ups and the likes and the love and the fact that chat is just popping off right now while I'm having an ADHD attack from like hell. Oh, and I got more of the sapphire jars. How are you doing, Pro? I now need a file. I need a file with a particular skill set. So I am taking out a little bit of metal so that this, when it folds over, it does so in a more, wow, yeah, like to the shape of the stone. What the Will, my man, did you just give 5 memberships? Bro, thank you so much. That was super kind of you, man. Thank you. All right. So I gotta shape it just a little more. Hey, Iris. I wanna test something later tonight after the stream. I wanna see if, you will see the member only section without having a membership as a mod. I guess I could ask Sabella to check too, because I noticed that didn't hit you. Which I gotta ask, you still have Vaughn, right? You that membership for Vaughn's that I or the Happy Crafter Club that I had hooked you up with? You had to enable it? Okay. I'll have to look into that because I remember that I had and don't worry about enabling it right now because I know that I know you can't really afford it. Like like me. I know neither of us can afford it. I wanna see if you're able, like, as a mod to see that section or not. I'm experimenting. In o in other news, I got the index wheel for the lapidary machine faceting machine I'm making. I'm super excited about that because, like, I really dream of faceting gemstones since I live next to a mine or very close to one. If I can't afford to make the damn thing or to buy the thing, I'm gonna make it. Alright, let's see. No. No, 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 no. No, okay. No, no, no. We're gonna move you up a bit. Okay. And that's not behaving correctly, so we're gonna have a talk with it. Ali, unless YouTube has changed the regulations, being a mod won't allow someone to access. Thank you for letting me know that, John. That does not shock me since YouTube does take 30% of all earnings. It's not surprising that they find a way around or they make sure we don't find a way around them getting their money. Okay. Iris, also another question. How are you doing on content for the TikTok? Did you get the last emails I sent? Do you need more? Amethyst ring is still going. Hey, bro, you got your printer working yet? I don't. Alrighty. So, first things first, I need to put a little water in my flux because my flux is a very solid paste for some reason. Let it dissolve a bit. That is not good for your brushes, just to let everyone know. That is not proper fluxing technique. Twitter, another channel streamer posted that he's already handled the live stream. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Now I get it. I thought it was something else. I understand now, Iris. They want the green. Yes, they do. Uh, they too would. Okay, got that. Didn't have any room in the house to convert it. Had to convert. Dude, I'm doing the same thing right now. My entire living room is a wreck. Because I am remodeling it completely. I'd take the fucking stream down because YouTube is saying that any monetization from it will end up going to the music producer who said their freaking 1 hour jazz was royalty free. Disingenuous AF. All right. Quench. I am back in the BR, Rosie 47. Uh, yeah. I ran across Kyle's channel, and honestly, I'm glad I did. Running across Kyle kind of changed a lot for me in a positive way. Being disabled myself, um, I've been making a lot of, or I don't know, maybe 20% for some time now of my money has come from selling at farmer markets and stuff. But this last year, it just the economy dropped out on it, and so I ran across Kyle's stream over at World of Rock Hounding. Kyle's a great dude, and I was like, "This is exactly the setup I need to do for selling." And so I went from doing farmer market Saturday morning to doing a live stream on Saturdays. I might switch it to Fridays doing my sales and then crafting like this on Saturdays. But Tetra, Tetra, I'm not familiar with that. I missed that one, Pro. I did not get a chance to see that one. Kyle's great. He taught me that there were other options. And also his community reminds me of my own community, and I'm glad that some of y'all are coming over here. Y'all are amazing. You'll fit right in. I knew the moment, like, because when I was in there, I had missed out on a piece. Somebody bid that first, and it was like the first thing I had tried to buy from him. And I think it was John, actually. I might be wrong on this, but whoever it was like, "Oh, you know what? Give that to him." And I'm like, "This is This is the right people, like super kind, loving. It was you. I thought so. My memory isn't the greatest, but to a point. All right. So there we got that triangle. We will want another smaller one, and also to round this corner out a little bit. I'm gonna grab my parallels. It's just been a cluster F today or this week. Could totally be worse though. I'm really happy with how the living room is coming. Like we have almost have the shipping station completely built. The rock station's almost done. The new streaming stations at least put together. I've got to like the infrastructure is put together. I'm a little scared financially, but yeah, could be worse. Right, Iris? An ant invasion. Yeesh. You know, John, just the kindness. It's the kind of people I like being around. And it's one of the things I actually regret a bit about trying to move into, I don't know, fine gemstones. It seems like people aren't as kind, or the people who are in the fine gemstone world aren't really as kind. But when we're talking like the rock hounders out there are just the best people, and it was a display of that amazing community. Yes, the community is amazing. And hey, bro, I follow your lead a couple times, and I will do so more in the future. I think that is good for everybody, just to have a little humanity for others. You never know what an act of kindness can do to somebody's life. Actually, wow, thank you. I really appreciate that. That is exactly what it feels like over there. And so that's kind of what I've built this exact Friday stream for too, is community. Like I'm actually really hesitant to move this to Saturday because this is my community day. This is the day that for the last 3 years I've just hung out with people and crafted some stuff, but I can't really compete with Kyle right yet sales wise. Thank you so much. And so it's Joseph. I'm horrible with names. Uh, Joseph, Rosie, Sonia? I know, Chris. And thank you. It's just you just got to keep on keeping on. To be fair, I also don't want to compete with Kyle. Like, to me, it makes more sense to have a stream of the day before his, and then people can go to his stream on Saturday and Sunday, like, and hang out there. And I don't know, like, I'd like to work with that. He's got an amazing community. I want to be part of that community. I like hanging out there. I also miss hanging out with Yvonne. Hey, you and just enjoy yourself. Like I said, I'm over here having an ADD moment, so don't mind me. Oh, yeah, that was dumb. Silly me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is file. I Chris, I agree. I agree with you on that. I guess what I mean is, like, I don't want to be holding a live sale at the same time Kyle is running a live sale. It just I don't know. It seems like the it, it just doesn't really work out with. And then the other half of my community who are crafters are probably watching Yvonne right now. Because most of y'all I met in another stream, except for Will. Will, have you done anything interesting, fun this week? It seems like you were busy all week. I'm hoping you got had a good week, my friend. Iris, he also streams Sunday all day. The the guy is a beast. I respect him for it. He's got stamina, and he's just got an amazing attitude. It reminds me of Yvonne and Randy actually a little bit. Like, it's just that type of super amazing attitude that I personally get on well with. Was it was the work good? I still love that picture you sent me of the the, the drain spout. Like, if that man made jewelry, it would be as intricate and detailed as what I do. Now doing streams still. Wow, John. And see, so last year I was doing that with crafting quite a bit. Because what I would do is after Yvonne would do her crafting stream on Friday, I would then do a stream, and it would go a couple hours, like several. And there were times I was definitely ending that stream at like midnight, plus probably a couple holiday streams. By the way, when I'm doing this thing with the fire, I might be slow to respond because it's just a good idea to, like, be looking at what you're putting a bunch of heat at. Yeah, I know, Iris. I remember that. I just haven't had the stamina to do it. Black Wheelers. I'm gonna scroll real quick. What was that name? Joseph. That's okay. I So earlier I was about to go off on a or tell a story about how I got started on this because we were talking about acts of kindness. Sometimes we're all new. I've only been doing this for a little over 3 years now. I started because somebody gave me a box that actually, I'll be right back. I should show you. I've got a similar one about the iris. Almost and half of a monster. Good day it is. Just gotten into sober living, and somebody gave me a box of kind of like this, just random crafting stuff that they weren't going to use. And I went and YouTube or Googled like what can I do with wire, I think, or something to that effect. Um, better remember just to Rock and Wheeler. Either way, it's 70% that we get. It, honestly, the best method is to donate via PayPal, but that super chat is convenient. It'll be about the same amount either way. Anyway, so yeah, they just gave me that box of crafting supplies. I googled what can I do with this. I found Back to Earth Creations Dragon Eye bracelet, and I said I'm gonna make that. And I fell in love with making jewelry because somebody gave me some old crafting supplies that they didn't have any use for. I've only been doing this for 3 years. And I started with like nothing to my name at all. I had a laptop and a cell phone and a cane and 2 sets of clothing. No, stream all the time. I don't even know what I'd stream. Iris, I'm having a similar problem. Lapidary and jewelry making are not niched together, it seems like, especially fine jewelry. I don't know why. Hi, we got this. Now I'm going to need prongs. Big prongs, small prongs. Short prongs, long prongs. Foldy prongs. Let's do foldy prongs. I did find my passion. And it's why I'm trying so hard to keep all of the educational parts of my channel free. Like, I do not want that going in the members section. I want to make sure all the learning is free because I learned for free and oh no. Oh, maybe? Yeah. Whoops. From 30-second videos on YouTube, and I want to share that with other people who might be disabled like myself or have struggles of one kind or another. That's it. We're going with this. All right. This is a piece of sheep sterling silver. Doing my best. I will admit that is in danger, unfortunately, right now. Although I don't want to make it like that be permanent, or I'm just struggling financially, is all. I think we all are, or a lot of us are. What I miss? Yeah. Take my dividers, use them to mark out where it is that I want to cut. Then I'm going to use them to also mark where I want to etch. And so also I try to give people like myself who are struggling but trying to get into making jewelry, I save up stuff that is still usable but that I'm not using anymore and put it in boxes, and then when I run across one of those people, I just hook them up. Yeah, we might start charging for the behind the scenes meow meow videos. My saw blade feels loose, so I'm retightening it right now and hoping that it doesn't break on me. Oh, that might be the problem too. Joseph, I 100% agree with you. I sometimes I wish I had a caretaker. May they receive blessings a thousandfold for what they do because I have it. I have it pretty good. It could be worse, and I know it could be much worse. Okay, so I got those marked. Now I want my little halfway points. And it's easier to do this while it's all still one piece. Cutting and carving on small, tiny chunks of sterling silver can be a or gold or steel. I'm sure it can just be a pain in the butt. Yes, I'm making a ring. Technically, I'm doing whatever the poll tells me to. I was working on an Alexandrite pendant, but then the poll switched to amethyst. The other option is I just got in a shipment of labradorite because a couple people, two, bought out my entire stock 2 weeks back. And I've still got to price it all. I think here's a question. Holy wow, 6 likes and 11 people watching. That's actually really good for an hour in. $150, John. Thank you for that info. That is true, Joseph. I agree. Um, I bought mine off of Etsy, but I'm sure you could find the same model via it's a Lion Goldsmith. With that said, I would and I you don't have to do this, but I want to try out the Vevor one. And compare the two. This one's pretty okay. I don't know how it compares to a Durston, but it does work. Vevor, though, their tools have been really good so far, and I want to be able to say like, yeah, definitely grab the Vevor because it's really accessible and easy to buy and cheap. But I haven't tested it, and so I don't want to say it's a good idea. Right on. That is so cool that they help you with stuff like that. Come on. You know what? I'm gonna give a bigger view. There we go. So, John, actually, the reason I was going with the Vevor thing is I'm part of the Vevor affiliate program, and I will look into the Amazon affiliate program because you're right. Any income is good income right now. With that said, because I haven't actually tested out the Vevor one, I don't want to tell you it's a good product like their engraver for $300. Joseph, I think you might want to check out some of my videos. I have done, and I would also ask if you're willing to hit me up for links. I would love to give you links. Maybe I can get discount links for you for the things. However, like I have the Vevor engraver, and it's amazing. The Vevor microscope for stone setting, it's also freaking amazing for $350. Yeah, it's not a Leica, but still. And then I've got the Vevor melting furnace and the professional casting system that Will generously gifted the channel and me, and they work amazing. I don't know why. I mean, I actually I would get a different microscope if I could afford it because I want to be able to hook the camera directly into the microscope. However, like the engraver so far is pretty dang good. I don't see a reason to upgrade the casting machine at all. And I've done reviews on all of these products just so you kind of know what you're getting into and how well they work. I really need to get an update up for the engraver because that engraver, don't listen to the people who will try to tell you that you have to spend thousands of dollars on each tool. Like there are people who are like, "Oh yeah, you have to get a and it's got to be Durston rolling mill," and don't listen to them. They're lying. I've al- Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's something I've worried about myself. Although with that said, I don't qualify for a free caregiver and I can't afford one, so I'm burnt. Thankfully, a friend of mine has been donating a little bit of her time to come assist me in reorganizing everything so I can produce better content for y'all and get my shipping times reasonable. Okay. I don't think that's deep enough yet. Okay, well, it should be now. Sorry, I'm missing some chat right now because I know this thing will cut through my finger to the bone in one slip. I'm just I'm glad to hear. I just want to help a little bit. It's really cool that you are as supportive, um, helping Rosie with that. Like the tools are the hard part to overcome. They really are. I had to build this shop like one small tool at a time. And every time I get so excited about the tool when it shows up, oh, come on. Where did that go? There it is. Oh, wow. John, respect. That's that's hard, man, and amazing. Just that is really amazing. Okay, now what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I have a lot of fun doing these streams. Actually, these streams are it's funny because I get depressed and I will shy away from doing the streams, but I say 4 out of 5 times they are they do more good for my mental health than anything else would. All right, now I'm gonna hammer this. Kind of bending it a bit, just kind of experimenting to see if I don't know if that's actually how I want it to go, but keep trying. Son of a bitch. Yeah, that is so sweet. That is that's awesome. That's rare these days too. It's not even so much that, Iris. It's just like I get depressed and don't have the energy to do the stream, but the streams would oftentimes be better for my depression than not streaming. Like I I would probably be better in my head if I was able to stream every day. I think that like even if I didn't get a turnout like this every day, which again I want to say thank y'all for the love, support, encouragement, and engagement. Like this has been a really fun. Ooh, I've done a number of these parallel action flyers. I don't think they quite even count as parallel. Montana. Okay, I think I got that to work. Absolutely, John. And I could see how that I could see that. That makes sense to me. Does she? Well, I have good news as I get the organization of I've got to get. I am working on a station that's just for wire wrapping because that's my love. Like I like doing this stuff too. I love wire wrapping. I really do. It's my favorite. And I really love heady, like crazy wire wrapping or uh, hybrids, mixing the two arts. Montana's a pretty cool place. And John is absolutely correct there. Wire wrapping can be so therapeutic. As a matter of fact, that's what this started as for me with wire wrapping was I was new to sobriety and I just wanted to, you know, do something with my time so I didn't start using drugs again. It turned into a new addiction, but one that I'm much happier to have. Shall work and one more. But as I get things set up, we'll be doing more wire wrapping content. Um, One of my goals is to pick up the fundamentals of wire wrap, I think is what I was calling it, series, and just make a playlist of, from start to finish, how to begin, maybe go intermediate level, and then, you know, moving into the more crazy WTF, how did they do that type stuff. But to get there, you've got to start with the basics. Once I can teach someone the basics, then I can start doing the master class. Also, I'm more than happy to do. It was pain meds. Good guess. Most people don't put that together that quickly. Um, a club? That is awesome. Sorry. What I was gonna say was I also do wire wrapping tutorial. Like, if you hit me up and you have something you're trying to learn, and I know how to do it, and I can, if I've got the time, I'll go live and do a tutorial on the spot. And I'm trying to keep that kind of thing free still for like everybody involved because I don't know. If there wasn't free content when I started doing this, I wouldn't have been able to learn. This is going to be a wee bit tricky. So for the first two, what I'm going to want to do is uh, two random tourists, raw chicken, and nude up the Montana River. And once they decided to boil the chicken. What? Iris, that I am so lost. Like, I am 50 shades of confused right now. Something about Montana and somebody stealing a raw chicken, which honestly wouldn't surprise me up here. I've I've seen some pretty weird stuff, especially with the lifestyle I used to live. Take a piece of solder, that's hard solder. This is hard solder. Now for the last one, I'm going to use medium solder. And that's because I can usually do the same type of solder on the first and second operation, but for some reason, every time I try to put on that last prong, it says no. Unless, and so right now I'm just testing to see if using a hard solder or medium solder for that last one will work. We'll see. Tell her I said thank you, and I'm happy to teach. Also, she might find the art of wire to be interesting. I learned from him. With that said, he doesn't do very much content, to my knowledge. But he makes some really nice stuff. Like, I probably shouldn't name drop him like that for a couple reasons. One being that, like, I oftentimes want to buy his jewelry, but I want you to buy mine. However, I gotta say, um, the Art of Wire, his name is Miles, has always been an upstanding individual in all interactions I've had with him. Um, so someone had to ask, like, would I recommend him? I probably would. I'd still be like, could I interest you in some of my work? I won't say you shouldn't buy from him. What I'm saying is you should buy from me and him. All right, so those were the two hard solders. I can see this one over here is already like misbehaving, so I'm gonna move it a little bit with some fire. Y'all, I am out of frame. Of course, I'm out of fucking frame. Higher tier members might be a decent route. Higher tier get specialized classes and might create at least a positive cash flow. You might be right. Hey, uh, Joseph, that's actually how I learned. I would just put the same tutorial that I found here or there on over and over on repeat. John, that you're probably right. I have some stupid moral thing where I want to keep it free, but I don't know that I can do that because I put a lot of time into this channel, and right now, at least, selling jewelry isn't quite paying the bills, especially with the dick roommate situation. I'm glad that dude just fucking peaced out. That was some or sorry. I'm gonna put a little extra solder in that one. The water wait. Oh, you're talking about the geysers. Yeah. Yeah, no, people probably you know what? I'm not a big fan of police, and I see a lot of police, like, go of don't now I talk good about police too. Our justice system. I'm not a fan of our justice system, but people messing up the geysers probably should be arrested. Like, I get that maybe that might not do any damage to the geyser with it being organic material, and I know organic material has falls into them often, but also, like, that could encourage other dumb people to go drop things in that might be destructive to our geysers. And we Montanans, like, I wasn't even born in Montana, but I understand why we protect what we have. It's gorgeous. You might be able to, help me with some fire agate knowledge, because I am learning how to do fire agate. I have bought quite a bit of rough, including some rough that's, like, really nice, and I'm just so sorry. Uh, I'm I'm learning slowly on how to do that. Fire Agate Mark actually is someone who I've watched several times, and I'm doing that whole process where motherfucker, come back here. Where'd you go? Now you slip in there and you do it nice and easy. Okay. You don't like that? All right. How about this direction? Can we work that? I think we can. A little more for me. Okay. I know it. Sometimes the setting just doesn't want to go where you want it to. You gotta move it around a little bit, and, once you get it generally where you want it, what you do is, like, I've still got this chunk here. Sorry, I'm trying to get in frame and focus. Um, I did not understand that last one, Joseph. Anyway, this is slightly crooked up here, so I'm gonna solder over here first where there's a good connection, and then I'll go bend things and fix said connection other connections. Make sure you're actually watching this time. Gonna do a bit of a sucks not having 2 screens. Please remind me to un that. There we go. Wait, I can just set this right here, and I can still see chat. Bruh, I'm not I'm not familiar with it. I'll have to look that up. Sounds neat. I'm going to flux that spot there. And over here. Oh, I don't wanna stand though. And then I'm gonna drop the piece of solder just right in there, and that will actually help because sometimes getting the solder where you need it can be a pain. I gotta turn my yep, it does, doesn't it? And Fire Agate Mark is I'm learning a lot from him. I've got some pretty pieces of Fire Agate around that I'm slowly working on. Hey, scrap wire, cool. Now, that out of the way. That heat just where it needs to go. Now I'm gonna try to heat evenly. Now, when they say heat evenly, they don't mean like put the same amount of fire on each element. What they mean is each element needs to be about the same temperature. The prongs in this case are actually thinner than the other material, and that means they're going to get to heat faster. So I'm going to want to hit them secondary and slowly. I oftentimes will just wait till the whole thing gets to be like cherry like that. Oh, hey, 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 hey. Get back up there. Whoa, dude. Seriously? Okay, you're coming off. Sometimes it doesn't want to play by my rules. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna have to look into that. That sounds really cool. I am probably doing this far too fast, but I am doing it in a live stream. Okay. See. Okay, if we don't see you again tonight, I hope you have a great night, buddy. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon, though. And I just want to throw a major thank you to all the people who have been watching and all the people who have hit that thumbs up button, all our new members today. Thank you. And definitely remember to keep an eye out because later tonight that video will be going live on the whole how to or the free giveaway pendant, the little rubelite tourmaline pendant. It's not what you're supposed to do anyway. There we go. Wow, that was. I wish I had that in slow motion, close up. The way that ball of solder moved this direction and then shot back over was really interesting. It's going to take a bit of work in the setting phase, but it always does. There it is. That's not solder. If it were, it would melt. I used way too much solder doing that, but oh well. Now, unfortunately, during this, here, this prong got filled. Thankfully, there are these tools that are perfect for that. This thing called a Kraus bit. I might need to combine it with a barrel burr or Kraus burr. Didn't save the picture, but I saw an interesting combined with the stone garnet flex and grayish black stone. My brain can't remember the two. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Joseph. Might actually get the threshold needed this month. That is major progress. Man, shout out to Will and Rockin' Wheelers. Thank you both for your kind donations today. And that sale, Joseph, is actually cute for me right now because I'm in a panic mode of I got to come up with an extra $700 for rent this month. Again, I was looking at some of my gold jewelry, a big wire wrap I have, and I'm like, well, I think it's got enough gold to at least pay the rent if I have to. And so this crossbar is really cool because it's pointed and it just eats away. Try to give a little bit of more of a microscope type view. And thank you. So the solder's being a little resistant right now. I'm going to need something that's capable of a little more aggressive material removal. Ah, me. So that's a Kraus burr, and it's just these three like blades on it that rip apart, and it can get in like really, really small, tight places, and that is super nice. This is called a heart burr. It's a type of it's a setting burr, but it's God damn it, get in focus. There we go. But it's not as it doesn't go as wide back. So here's what a setting burr looks like versus a heart burr. It's basically the same burr, but one is God dang it. Come on. There we go. One's thicker and made or goes deeper setting gemstones. This can set gemstones, but it's got a lot of other uses. I know, Iris. I'm trying. This is why wish I had a microscope that was a trinocular microscope, so I could just show you guys underneath the microscope what's going on at that type of a vision. And you can see that's already taken a lot out. You're all good, Iris. I was struggling with that, with being in frame on that part. That was bad. That was like the old times. Okay, and then that needs a little more soldering. Wow, really? It needs more solder, huh? Actually, kind of shocking, but it is what it is. Okay. Just gonna dip this whole damn thing in flux. Grab a fairly sizable chunk of solder. I'm going to zoom back out so you guys can kind of see a little better how I do this. Acetylene. Too much acetylene. This torch used to scare the crap out of me. Now it's just slightly concerning. Another trick for heating evenly is to heat it and then take the heat off and let it disperse throughout the rest of the metal. Thermodynamics are a really neat thing. And I wish I knew more about them. A lot of cursory knowledge of a lot of things can take you a long way. Perfect, kind of. Nah, about this side. Got you well connected. Mm. By the way, I quenched it in flux there. That is definitely not good practice. Will, if you're still here, how bad is the lag tonight? Says live. Nice. Hope you're doing all right, buddy. I've been quiet today. So it sounds like you just had a long week and are relaxing. So if that is what's going on, I'm happy. That's exactly what I do this stream about. My friend. I've got to grab my ring mandrel. Oh, I'll be right back. Oh wow, I should do that. Yes. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, good. We're back. Does anybody want to claim this ring and tell me what size they want it in? If you don't have to, don't feel any obligation. It still be a I don't know 2 hours in. I'm guessing another 2 to 3 hours to go. 25. Be like a $200 ring, so like don't feel obligated. I can resize it too, so it's no big deal. Burned forehead incidences. I I'm gonna have to inquire. Oh, okay. I didn't see that other message. I had to, like, look, and like, now it makes sense. Iris, I have that same struggle with this camera every stream. You know it. You watch it every week. Alright. Once I take the ring mandrel and I get the metal in the ring, something I would like to do someday, they make pins, and I don't know what type of pin I need. I'd like to find out because you can literally make it so you can just screw this on and then hammer on it, and that would be so awesome to be able to do that. Let's see here. We're gonna want, I don't know, not seeing anybody, so let's say size 8. Actually, we're going size 9. It's easier for me to size down than it is to size up. I'm surprised that it actually says live, Will. Like, with how glitchy it normally is, that's just surprising. Heck, I think we lost John because of how glitchy YouTube is today. Do not cut myself. Catch the silver dust as it falls. Oh, Joseph, here's another tip. If you're getting into silversmithing, don't make the mistake that I made. So for the first year, 6 months, I don't know, for some time as I was doing silversmithing, I did not have this drawer. Instead, I had carpet, which means that there's probably 3 or 4 ounces of silver and a couple grams of gold just in the carpet. Things ever get rolling really good, I'm gonna replace the carpet, and I want to do a video of me refining that chunk of carpet down and turning it back into metal or getting the metal back out of it. I just think that would be a super cool video. I do not like how those are lining up, so I'm gonna cut this again. Sometimes it's just best to cut it twice. That would, wouldn't it? Like, because I've seen gold, like the one he did just this giant blob. It was silver and gold. It was a lot, and he did the process. He did it really well, and I'm like, I want to do that to my carpet, like, because there's channels like the Modern Goldsmith and MTBC that show you the glam side of being a jeweler, and then there's me, and I show you the Breaking Bad trailer park version of it. Probably should have thought of that before. Yeah. You know what? I wanna go fast. Grab my dividers again. Supposed to be magnetically stuck to something, and it's not. Weird. Sorry, I'm tripping on my little scriber being missing. God dang it. What did I miss? Oh, okay. I do not like cutting like that. That always me when it starts doing that. By the way, I had mentioned these earlier. I was actually taking a video of them and the labradorite and the new sapphire jars I've been making, and I was it's like I should throw these in just to kind of show them off. This lighting is not good for them, but let's see here. This one might not. That one shows off, and this is Australian material that somebody gifted me because I was having a very bad week, and they made my week so much better with that. Like, I didn't realize they were sending that. They are, aren't they? Mother had to look up, like, what is that noise? What did I do with it? Especially for what I'm doing now, I cannot find them. When in doubt, take your fingers away from the project when you're using a jeweler's saw. They're dangerous. Like, I know I've said that a couple times. I'm so serious. Dangerous as all hell. It's just a mini hacksaw, and it will go through, like, that dude in the television would probably respect my how far I go to make jewelry sometimes. Alrighty. Now this ring I am doing really fast, and it is not going to be perfect by any means. On the bright side, that also means that it's not going to cost $5,000. I got this piece. They make these. I'm not sure, ceramic ring mandrels for soldering on. With that said, they will break quick. Uh, I use the chunks, and I consider it expendable with how quickly they break. Oh, come on. Here, we're going to switch camera. We're just going to set this over here for now. Also, there's no way I'll be able to finish this tonight in this stream, I don't think. I mean, I guess it's possible vaguely, but we'll see. Yes. I'm actually using the screen right now. Chris, I am making it a size 9. However, it is absolutely sizable. Um, it could be done in any size that somebody wants, gladly, because I am like fundraising like crazy right now. So, and it'll be discounted. And that's pretty much the case with anything you'll see on like my Etsy or something. For like 40 bucks, I can resize it. And sometimes I can just resize it for free. So I was using medium solder on the setting, which again, I'm not. We'll see how that setting cleans up. I'm not saying I'm super proud of it right now. Anyway, so the next solder down is easy, and its melting temperature will be lower than the medium or the hard solder. I always like to start out by just putting a piece or two of solder onto my prongs of my tweezers because I use my tweezers as my soldering pick. I saw there that ring moved. I do not like that. Gonna have to read. Okay. So now I'm gonna heat this whole thing a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. And then I'm gonna use my spray flux, which is this, and I'm just gonna spray the thing, the whole thing, because it's also sticky. Hey, buddy, you have a good night, man. I'm sorry I missed your last messages. You have a good one. We will catch you later, buddy. And thank you again for everything. Like you are amazing, Will. I know I tell you that every time, but I mean it. They say solder won't bridge a gap. There's truth to that. However, there's another truth in life, and that truth is if brute force isn't working, you're not using enough of it. It applies to solder too. Then I believe, yes, I'm throwing that in the pickle. Oh, yes, that was good. Hmm. I have to change my pickle, but there is our agreement so far. Oh, yes. When working with pickle, you always want to use copper tongs. I have a set sitting on top of my pickle thing just for that. Now, I don't know, a quick sanding and see how it looks afterwards. I'll of course have some more work to do on it, filing and such. Seeing if I can get this prong where I want it to be. This just takes off all the fire scale and or some of it at least, and all the flux that's left. Gives me a little better idea what it'll look like in the end. Or what it could look like. Kind of a way to inform myself on what options are available. And also tells me what I need to fix more too. Because when you have fire scale and oxidization on the piece, it changes things. And if you don't take a moment to fix that, of course, now I find them. It could just be problematic. Well, if you can fix whatever it is. I'm not going to make any guarantees on that. But, let's see, I did... Where's the black? We want to go with that for this next one. Oh, better get myself or my music back on. Oh, it got quiet. And you know what? For kicks and giggles, I'm going to screw on the blue one so I can get a little bit of a better finish just to see where this is headed. We're 2.5 hours into the project, or maybe 2 hours in. It kind of shows like why to make something that's better quality, why it takes me so much time is it's just a slow process. Which we were talking tools earlier. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The 3-inch bench grinder with flex shaft attachment from Harbor Freight, absolutely amazing. The most important tool I have. It was the first tool I got, and I would recommend it to be the first power tool for anyone trying to take that particular journey. It's good for wire wrapping. It's good for everything, just everything. Like everything from wire wrapping to knife making, this thing will do it. That. Guys, I need a moment. I'll be right back. My apologies. I had an airship on my curtain that I normally don't see unless somebody opens the front door. And I was like, there should not be somebody opening that front door right now. All right. So now I've still got some work to do. I've definitely got to clean up, set the stone, and such. So it'll take me a bit more work. Um, I'm gonna set this aside, and we'll do another stream in the next few days where I just work on another ring. I've got some things that I've got to take care of business wise, so I'm gonna cut the stream. I'm not gonna say short because 2.5 hours is pretty average. But oh, Lisa, you just made it. I'm doing okay. I was just getting ready to close down. I'm glad you made it though. I have something that for you. I know that's why I'll stream for a little longer, just because you made it. But I made this little it's synthetic ruby mostly and some CZs. There's a couple of blue sapphire in there, but I made this for you. I can put a little bail on it if you want. I've I've got several of them for tomorrow. Um, and they'll have an option to be put on, a necklace if people want. Okay. Well, I was gonna set this aside, but I'll do a little bit more work on it. How are you doing, Lisa? It's good to see you. That would make a great necklace, I think. What I plan to do is put a bail on the back or on the top of it, Just a simple, very simple loop. Actually, I'll probably use yours as an example tomorrow because I'll put a copper loop on yours if that's okay. Thank you, Chris. So she really likes rubies, and I've got some of these vials. So I've made some that are Montana sapphires, but I also have the ability to fill them with cubic zirconia, uh, synthetic ruby, whatever. Now, with that said, there's probably still $30 in synthetic ruby. I just don't care because I got it as scrap. But like, I got CDs for days, and I'm thinking like I don't know, $10 just for the jar, maybe. For the synthetics, 15 for the sapphires because they're expensive, and then for another 5, I'll put a loop on it. Uh, this big one will probably be like 20 just because it already had the loop. But yeah, it was kind of cool. I know people like that with their idea. And then here, I'm just showing off a bit of what's gonna be shown tomorrow. So I've got a bunch of labradorite that'll be going out at 50 cents a gram, and then some better labradorite that'll be 75 cents a gram, I think. Most like all of this though will be 50. Yes. Yes, it is. So like just just for curiosity's sake, I'm gonna weigh this real quick. The one I just showed. So a lab like this one, show that flash, will be $4, I think, roughly $3, $4. I may be mixing up my numbers. It might have been 75, and I'll have to go look at my thing. I wrote down the math though. Like $5 for a labradorite type thing. I've got, and see if this one shows it. It's purplish. It's got a purplish flash. It's not as purple as like my purple labradorite that I wear, but kind of has a purple flash. Still not purple enough for me to hide away, but it's purple. A lot of nice affordable stuff. I got a lot of stuff that I can't afford. I'm like, oh crap, I better sell that. If I have 5 carat opals that are $250 or something like that. They're like $50 a carat, which isn't bad. I've seen similar Ethiopian opals being sold for like $1,000, and I'm like, that's a little crazy, dude. It's a beautiful opal, but like, calm down a little bit. respect the negotiating tactic, but I don't like to negotiate. So just tell me what your bottom price is. It'll be about 2 o'clock, 2 to 3 PM. It'll start. It kind of it it might go earlier, but I doubt it. It kind of depends on how my body's doing, and with as much as I've had to do over the last few days, I'm guessing I'm gonna be in a world of pain tomorrow. I'm kinda hoping it's not a day where I struggle to get out of bed. I don't think it will be. I haven't quite pushed myself that bad yet. Thank you, Chris. They they are really pretty, but most to be fair, most labradorite is really beautiful. This is not good filing technique. Good filing technique is technically, and it's just the nature of life, Lisa. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to keep on keeping on. Right, Chris? Like, most labradorite is just amazing. And Lisa, after the stream, I will message you about that piece of amethyst. Would you like to see it now that I think about it? Lisa, yeah, Lisa, would you like me to show you the pieces of amethyst real quick so you can like, get a look of how they move? 'Cause I know you've been working on getting a piece picked out since last week, and I just wanna make sure you have a chance before the live stream. I'm sorry. I understand all too well. Yeah, like, give me 1 second. It hurts to stand up, but, like, once I've got a couple steps in, it's not so bad normally, although we'll see. Oh, yep, there we go. Good leg. If I wanted to, I could just pick up the kitty bed and bring you with me. So, earlier I had to lock my cat in my room so he didn't get out, and, he was in his little bed thing, and the way it's like a hidey bed, so I was able to literally just pick the bed up by the top and carry the whole thing with one hand into the room, and he just, like, laid there like, "Okay, whatever." Alright, so, let me and after this, I'm gonna have to end the stream, I gotta rest, but Let's get the camera going. Also, this here, it is a 3.8 carat tanzanite, and I am selling it at $600 right now. It's 155 or $160 a carat. The cushion cut back there. Um, so it's what he does. There was this piece. This is the Brazilian, and it's really big. I'm not exactly sure where I need to price this one yet, but we could figure it out, I'm sure. And I've got access to more of this material I kind of like to pick up. I just need to figure out what the good price for it is and talk myself out of polishing it. Um, then I've got my book end piece. It's a little lighter. It doesn't have the yellows in it. I don't remember the price, but I know I shot it over to you on Etsy. And then we got this one. I feel like it was like 45-ish, something to that effect. Got that beautiful green layer there of something. I don't know what it is, but I bet it would polish up really nice. Now, question, did you see the one that you were wanting just now out of those three? Because you also got a peek at one of my personal ones currently. If, yeah, I might put it for sale at a later time. I made you an offer because the whole, the layers on that. We can work it out on Etsy, or using Etsy as messenger, basically. All right, got that. Showed off the little gem jars. Pretty one. Now they said it was all Montana sapphire, but I found a piece of tourmaline in there, and so I'm just calling them gem jars. I do see that most of it is Montana sapphires, and then yeah, we've got all these labs that came in that we'll be showcasing off tomorrow. Hopefully, well, actually, you know what? If they all sell out, I'll order again. I will not cry if they sell out in one stream again. Anyway, I just want to take a quick moment before I end the stream to say thank you to everybody. I know he's not here anymore, but a quick shout out to Will. This would be possible without the help he has provided me over the years. Um, and Iris and Sabella for running the social medias for me. Thank you so much. All, of course, everyone, just thank you for coming and hanging out and chatting, having a good time with me. Being a single point amethyst, like one of these. Yeah, I've got that one. I have this one. I can get more too. And I have this one. I might have a few more I can dig out. But yeah, like being disabled, it's really difficult to socialize, and this is where I get to socialize. It means the world that y'all come and hang out with me. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I hope to see some of you tomorrow at some point. Uh, heck, I'll probably be going back and forth while I am streaming to check out what Kyle's up to. That'd be hard. Just do a reaction stream to him. Yeah, I got you, Lisa. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, Iris. And thank you, Lisa. Y'all have a good one. We'll catch you later. Joseph, if you can still hear me, I'm gonna get to my email here in a moment because that would actually be huge. So have a good one, everyone. Until next time, keep on being awesome. Like, comment, subscribe, maybe hit the join button. Take it easy.